Hi, it's Cindy again, and I have some stuff to make a card. I'm going to do the Card Maker magazine, blog, Facebook challenge, and you just have to make a Mother's Day card. That's easy enough. So I have some pretty cool stuff here, like some new Stampin' Up! In colors, which I really like, some paper. We're going to see what this fast fuse is all about, and I'll go ahead and show you the colors. This one here is Lost Lagoon, and they have the funkiest names too, but we had good color range, so it's kind of like, and I'm going to tell you what they are too. So it's like, hello honey, I'm in the Lost Lagoon, but I will meet you in the Mossy Meadow where we can do the Tangelo twist while having a blackberry bliss pie. Okay, so those are the new Stampin' Up! In colors. So, for this card, I got lots of stuff going on, so let's get to it. First thing I'm going to do is grab some Lost Lagoon cardstock, and you know, the usual cutting thing, but this one's going to be folded this way. And I have, this is from Gorgeous Grunge, and in the pre-order I forgot to order the ink pads. I mean, I can't believe I did that for starters, but they are on their way. So I'm just going to go ahead and stamp this randomly. I'm going to go ahead and close it first though, and then use my favorite bone folder in the world. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this around the edges because I have stuff that is going to go in the middle, and I need that little splashiness there for what I have going on. So we're just going to go ahead and keep inking this up. I think my ink pad's getting kind of dry though. And I might as well put one in the middle for a heck of it. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up, dump this in the clean my stamp pile. I'm not sure if my layout is the right kind of layout for this card, but at the beginning I told you I don't have a plan, so watch at your own risk. I have this brand new Moonlight Designer Series paper stack. Oh, cool, and it tells you the colors. Maybe it always has, and I just noticed. But there's Basic Gray, Blackberry Bliss, Hello Honey, Lost Lagoon, Sahara Sand, and Whisper White in this. So there's like 3 brand new in colors in here. And okay, that is Blackberry Bliss. And you have more of a paper selection than you normally do in these pads, which I really like, and I just like the fact that they're, oh, what are they, 4x6? 4.5 by 6.5. So pick yourself up a pad. They're very cool. And you can do that on June 2nd. Okay, so I cut this down to, it's 3/4 less than the standard A2 size. So I'm going to flip this over and we're going to see what this stuff is all about. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see what it's about closer to. Because I got a feeling it's kind of like those real sticky, gooey ones. But there hasn't been much talk about this. But then again, I'm like never on the internet anymore. Okay. Yeah, it's the sticky, gooey kind. And it's very temperamental too. It just, that won't be coming off anytime soon. But I'm going to go ahead and just use the regular kind to get this thing down and done and over with. I'm going to get this on all 4 sides. And it kind of leaves these little, you know, gooey marks. I'll put it over on this side so it'll be covered. So I'm going to zoom back out just because I wanted to show you up close what that was all about. And so now we know. So I'm going to go ahead and get this centered. And this is Hello Honey. And this is a totally non-traditional Mother's Day card too. I really want to put like another stamp of something there and grab that back. But I was kind of like past the point of no return. Okay, I have this fishtail banner here that I cut from My Favorite Things. And this scallop was cut from one of their blueprints, and I'm going to have to find out which one before I load up my supplies on the list. Okay, well I couldn't have asked for anything better than that. It went really good. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is turn this over, and I'm just going to line these up. I'm going to butt them up against one another. And my goal here is to get it straight and even. And then I'm just going to put like a piece of adhesive tape on the back. But first I'm going to start with like a little piece so I don't mess it up too bad. Because I want to put dimensionals on this. You know what? Wait a second. I'm going to go ahead and use this kind of glue, or you know, this kind of sticky strip. I knew I had it out for a reason. So I'm just going to tear some of this. Flip it all around. If you get a headshot or anything like that, sorry. But I have to have this like perfect, because I am not going to get a second chance. Okay, well this is going to be fun. And I don't care how I get the tape down, I just want it down. Okay. I'm just going to snip straight ahead on that one. Fix that. Well, I'm not rolling. And then go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and stamp now. It was driving me nuts. So I just took it to my paper trimmer and got that little edge off, and it really doesn't make a visible difference at all, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I have this stamp set from Reverse Confetti, and it's called All About You. And then how this goes is that you have this main word you. They're like word builders. And then, you know, are the best, whatever, you know, you just be, you are amazing and beautiful. So they have several of these sets out that I think are pretty cool. So what I'm going to do is I went ahead and I die cut out the word mom with, this is the High Rise Alphabet in uppercase by My Favorite Things. And I'm just going to put it at the very bottom for now, so I know where to stamp what I want to stamp. Well, I was going to put like you are the best and then mom, but it looks like I'm going to have to go across, which is going to look really funky because I have two different fonts. So I'm going to go ahead and get this U lined up on my grid mat. Then I'm going to grab some Hero Hues black ink. And I wish I was standing up. Okay, hold on. I'm going to grab the second part of that sentiment just to help me a little bit. Okay, so that looks good right about there. I'm going to move that because my block would hang up on it. And I really hope this comes out straight, because normally I'd be standing up. So I have that. I'm going to grab like another block, get that all lined up on my mat. And this is a tight squeeze on the block. And I haven't looked up for a while to see if you can even see this, and I hope that you can, because I don't want to start all over again. So I'm just going to have are the best and try and get it level with that. This is one of those things that you kind of want to put on your stamp press if you have one, because it'll be a huge help. Okay, I'm just going to have to go for it, because that way you'll be able to see through it. Or I should have put the entire sentiment on my stamp press, and I'm cool with that. It turned out very good. So with the mom, I've been debating on whether or not to give that some kind of texture, like stick it in an embossing folder, because I think it looks just a little bit plain that way. But I am going to decorate up this side. I'm going to leave it how it is because I have a lot going on everywhere else. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some foam adhesive on the back of these letters, and then I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I got all of my foam tape on the back. That was a pain. And I also got, or I inked up that grunge stamp, and I did add some more lines down there just to, you know, keep it consistent a little bit. With this here, this is where I'm stuck. I want to put a ribbon around here. I don't want to go with basic gray because I think that it'll turn this into a really masculine card and it's a Mother's Day card, you know, can't do that. So here's two of the new ribbons of Hello Honey and Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to bring them, okay, how's this going? There. Really up close to you so you can see the texture in them. I think it's pretty cool. So I wanted to put, or you know, tie a ribbon around that way. And I kind of, well, I really should have moved it all over, but I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. And I think that that's just too much yellow up against that yellow backdrop. Plus, with my O, I punched out a little tiny heart like that. So we're going to stick this right there on the O too. So it will look pretty. So I think I'm going to go ahead with this Lost Lagoon and try and get me a bow done. I will only let you watch me for, like, I don't know, 2 seconds while I mess with it. After that, though, I'm going to do it while you're not looking. Because I wanted the loop to be right here with a, you know, a nice loop, like a Don McVeigh loop. And with the tails kind of coming over this way. I can't do a cheater's bow with this. It's too obvious, and I don't like the way they look. I mean, in something, I cheat with twine, okay, but for the most part, I don't cheat with ribbon. I do the real thing. So I'm just going to kind of get this evened up a little bit. And I'll never figure out how to tie a ribbon while it's still on the roll. That's just, I can't do that. The one thing I am going to do, though, is I'm going to peel off this sticky paper and back. See, I had a reason for this. And then let my ribbon stick to that while I'm trying to tie a bow here. It's not one of my strong points. Okay, I had it facing this way. So that's how I want to do it. Make sure that I have enough tail for everybody. Okay, so we're just going to kind of get this right. There's like 3 lines in the ribbon, so this right here I'm lining up with the 3rd ribbon, or the 3rd line to keep me straight. And sometimes I cheat and use a glue dot while I'm trying to tie the bow. But you gotta remember, I mean, I really don't have anything underneath here making this solid. Okay, you can see me. I have to look up every now and then to make sure that you can see me. So that means this is going to have to be a pretty darn dead on even bow. And sometimes just to help me, because I need all the help I can get, okay, good. I have my glue dot roll right next to me. I'll stick one underneath there, because after that then it sticks down and I can work with it. And if I stick it in the wrong place, it's easy enough just to, you know, pull back up. So this guy's going to go right there. Okay. This should be much easier for me now. But like I said, I'm only going to mess with it for about 2 seconds in front of you, and if I don't get it right, then I'm going to pause this and get it done. Maybe I should just go ahead and like do the bunny ears. See how that works out. If that doesn't work out, then I'll do a regular bow. Well, look at me. And this is definitely one of those I'll be darned moments. I don't want the bow that big. So I'm just going to pull it back. Stick my finger in there so I get myself a nice loop. I'm not going to push my luck by trying to do anything fancy like put, well, I have to. Since this has a V in it, I'm going to have to do the same thing with the ribbon. For continuity's sake. Okay, I'm trying to think. If I go down this way, I need to go up. It's all about how you fold the ribbon. This one, I have like no room for mistakes. And you know what? I can't even really cut it that short either. Or, I mean, it's too short. Okay, so this one's going to need to be cut up. Like that. Okay, good. That did turn out decent, because I cut myself in the process. No blood. Okay, so that's how we mess with the ribbon and everything and get it looking pretty cool. I think the next thing I'm going to do, we're going to have some dimension on this card. You know, why not? So I think I'm just going to go ahead and put some foam tape on the back of this. And I need my longer scissors. And then get this adhered in center of the card. I'm definitely putting one right there. And I'm just going to put a couple more. The bottom, I'm just cutting like little squares. For that. So let's go ahead and get all this peeled off. Shouldn't take too long. Bring our card back in. I think I can zoom in too. I need to lower my tripod is what I need to do, but I'm not at home. I'm not over at my table that I'm normally at. I'm not over at the new table that I have because it's a mess. It has all my Etsy stuff on it too, which is going up this week. Killer things that you will really like. Just go to cindybdesigns.com and that's where my shop is. Okay, so I'm going to get this pretty good, pretty down and straight. Okay, there I am. Now see how that glue dot really helped? Okay. Maybe I should have done the mom in yellow. Now that I think about it, but if I do it in the yellow, see, this is where I'm starting to talk too much, okay? It would be solid, so we're going to pretend that this is, well, let me get another piece of yellow paper. We're going to pretend that this would be like right here, this color. And I wouldn't cut it out of this because that's Chimney Busy Patterns. So what I think I will do is go ahead and die cut these letters again. Okay, I think the sentiment mom gets lost. I wish I had tied a yellow ribbon right there, but it would have kind of blended in with this, and I only have 3 colors to work with. So I'm going to go back to, I'm glad I didn't put adhesive on here, that just would have been a drag because it was the first time. I'm going to go back to my original plan of just putting on the mom using the Lost Lagoon. I drank too much coffee this morning so my hands won't cooperate with me. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off, and I still have this card right here that I turned into a 30-minute video. So I really hope that this isn't 30 minutes. I am just going to turn you off right now and then meet you when I get the letters placed. Okay, last one. Excuse me, I wanted to let you know that I have some blendabilities, the new ones, in the house, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that later today. I am certified by Copic, which is another alcohol-based marker. So these, I think I got intermediate or whatever the highest they can go. So these blendabilities, real easy for me. You know, the thing about alcohol markers is that they all like work differently, believe it or not. But I'm going to do a more traditional Mother's Day card for you, and I'm going to use red because I can do a very mean red. And red is actually the hardest color to do. Make sure that is down even, and it is. So I'm going to grab a little glue dot, kind of put it in the middle of this heart I punched out, and then just put that right there on top at an angle that I want. And there we are. We are done with our non-traditional Mother's Day card. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I pray to God that it's under 30 minutes. So let's hope for under 30. Thanks for stopping by to see me, and we'll be back coloring some roses in red. Have a great day. Bye.